I'll video you.
I did it!
I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. But when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when. If we keep on making memories where we stand, where we stand. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please.
Hey everyone, this is Transcendent Traipsing. I am the one. Today is my birthday, and I have chosen this day to make an announcement. It's kind of funny that a year ago I did one of the most epic days in my entire life. I did 5 4,000 footers on my 50th birthday and hiked into Pinkham Notch, and that was an epic day. About killed me, but I did it. I could not do that same feat today. Wildcat Mountain D as in dog. This is my 5th 4,000 footer today on my 50th birthday. I could not be more excited. These are all the presidential mountains in the background. Mount Washington, Jefferson, all the big ones right there. I am still stepping. I made it out in the dark. That was single-handedly the hardest thing I have ever done in my life, and I did it on my 50th birthday. I can't feel my legs. I tell them to move and they move. I can reach down and touch them and can feel them, and I can feel my fingers touching them, but I can't feel them below my waist. I'm not even making that up. From here, I'm just waiting for Jen to pick me up. She's on her way. I may try to thumb a ride down to town, to the hotel. It's just down the road, so I can get checked in and showered so we can go to eat. I don't know if there's anything that will be open by the time she gets here, but that's fine. This is Transcendent Traipsing, Appalachian Trail 2024. I am the one, and I just had an epic day. See ya. Sadly, after the Appalachian Trail, the Matrix grabs right a hold of you and just sucks you in. So to all you thru hikers that are finishing your hike this year and wrapping up, when you get done, fight the Matrix. Don't let it suck you in. With that, my announcement is I am going to thru hike the long trail. Starting sometime in September, I'll hike the long trail through September and probably into the first week of October at this rate, and finish up at the Canadian border. For all of you who don't know what the long trail is, it is a 272-mile footpath from Massachusetts to the Canadian border, and obviously that mileage changes some if you do some blue blazing and side quests and hikes into towns and stuff like that. So I plan to do that through September into the first part of October this year in this most amazing weather. I'm currently on Hilltop. This is my backyard, doing some training. Got old Bessie all loaded up. So for the next week, I'll be training with Bessie on my back. I don't want to have shock and awe when I get out on the long trail. Today is actually day 38 of the long trail training, and I've been doing videos and I'm not quite sure how to get them out. So what I've decided to do, at the end of this video, I'm going to attach some of the snippets of the training I've been doing and little tidbits. For all you subscribers that are still with me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll be releasing the long trail footage and I'm going to do all I can to keep them short and sweet and get them out to you guys. And at the end of the long trail, I'll put together a you know, some videos that were my epic days. So I learned on the through hike of the Appalachian Trail, there's just epic days. There are things that happen on trail that you can't even think that's going to happen, and it all comes together. Beautiful weather, beautiful overlooks, you know, thunder and lightning, sunrises, sunsets, and it just all accumulates into this one amazing day, and it becomes an epic day. So at the end of the long trail, I look forward to doing some extra videos of epic days on the long trail. For the people who are just joining the channel right now, these videos are current 2025, me doing the long trail. And you'll also be seeing my videos I'm still putting together for my thru hike. I still have a ton of footage, and I'm enjoying putting those videos together. I very much enjoy video editing, and I enjoy doing the best I can. Now, I have had no training, I'm no pro at this, but I love it. I love doing it. I'm very artistic, and I find it very artistic to put those videos together. So with that, I just wanted to thank you for watching these videos. I hope you enjoy the content, and I will see you on the long trail. Keep stepping. Keep stepping. I was walking up the trail today, coming up to do that intro video, and my eyes were killing me. It's like, man, it's so bright out here. I might have to bring sunglasses. I had sunglasses. I never wore them on the Appalachian Trail. But today, my eyes were just killing me. It's like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really need some sunglasses. I took like 4 more steps, and there was a pair of sunglasses. True story. True story. So anyways, these might go on the long trail with me. Woohoo! Guess what time it is? It's time to get stepping. That is my bike. We're biking tonight, but I don't know. The long trail is just 6 weeks away, and I'm not going out there not prepared at all in any shape or form. So this past weekend I decided that it is time. So here we go. I'm out here in this beautiful wilderness right outside my house, up here on these mountain bike trails. Sit at this little marsh. I was hoping I'd see a moose, but I rarely see them. It's extremely rare. And I'm flapping my gums at the camera, so that don't really help much. The post trail is legit. You go back into the matrix, and it's hard. It's really hard. The matrix just sucks you in, and people who didn't experience that and thru hiked and went right back to life and was all hunky-dory, my hat's off to you. I'm doing great, but it's been a real struggle. It's been a real struggle. But here I am, 6 weeks from the long trail. We're going to do that. I'm going to start the long trail doing 8 to 10 mile days. 8 to 12 mile days is what I'm set at. My goal's set at. And we'll go from there. And I'm going to start sometime around September 1st. This first week, I'm going to bike and just do some hiking. And then next week, I'm putting my pack on, because that was one of my biggest regrets when... Sorry. Because that was one of my biggest regrets when I trained for the Appalachian Trail, is I trained with just a day pack because I had so much weight on my body. I'm like, I'm going to take this weight off my body. I already got the weight on me. It's totally different. You got to train with that pack on. So just for this week, I'm going to train with just my day pack. And then starting next week, I'll have my full pack on with 80-90% of my gear in it, and just hike with it. So that's what the plan is. All right, I don't bore you too much more. It's a beautiful night. It's so great to get out here. Like every day you're like, oh, I'm gonna go for a walk, and then this happens, that time happens. You're like, oh, I'll go tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning you get up and you don't feel like it. And the next day you're like, I don't feel like it. And I don't know, you guys know who I'm talking to out there. Whoever's watching this going, yeah, I do that too. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you just gotta go. You just gotta get up and you gotta go. And tonight I was running around and I hadn't gone. And I had that little voice in my head going, oh, you can go tomorrow morning. And then I just had this huge, just like, you're going now. So here I am. I went now, and I got on the bike, and here I am. Here I am, and I don't regret it. I do not regret it. Absolutely beautiful night, and I miss this. I miss Mother Nature. Miss it. So beautiful. All right, let's get to stepping.
One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. And go put on that old wedding dress now. Probably still fits like a glove. And tell the band to play one more slow song, 'cause you still have all my love.
South Rim Summit. It is a gorgeous day. There's a reason I was called out here. Food for the soul, baby. Whew. It don't get much better than this. Man, have I missed it. Wow. Have I missed it. Oh. This is right in my backyard. That's why I playground. This is my playground. That mountain over there has a little ski bump on it. That's Smarts. That's the Smarts Fire Tower. That's on the Appalachian Trail, and yeah, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it. Cardigan Mountain Summit's right up over here. I don't know, you can't really get a good shot of it, but it's right up there. About 3/10 of a mile, 4/10 of a mile away. Whew. Yeah. Well, it says 0.8, still a mile away. Gonna take a little break here and then finish it off. I am so out of shape, but what amazes me is how powerful I still am. I mean, I still got so much power in these legs. And I was afraid I had lost that. And I haven't lost it. I mean, I am out of shape. Have not been hiking the way I should be. Been letting life, steer the ship, and that's the problem. But coming up here and seeing this, I have a hard time not being an emotional wreck. And the reason for that is I fell in love with the trail. I mean, I fell in love with the Appalachian Trail. I fell in love with hiking. I fell in love with stepping every day. Just waking up every day and stepping. And there's sweat dripping right off me. I got plenty of water with me, which is, my bag's a little heavy. But yeah, I didn't want to just go out on the long trail and struggle. So that's why we're doing this. When I finished the trail and I would see, I'd be driving down the road and I would see these mountains. You're driving down the road and you look over and see all these mountain ridges and stuff. And I mean, there's some days, man, I just weep because I wasn't out there. I mean, you spent 10 months, tackling them monsters. And when you go into town in hostels, you would overlook the trail. You get these car rides in and you just look at all these ridge lines and you know that you'd walked all the way out through there. And then to be in a car driving and looking at them, and it feels like somebody had just ripped them right out of your chest, and you no longer could do them. It's not that I couldn't do them, but it was the middle of winter. We had a heavy snowfall this year. I broke all my snowshoes, and I was exhausted. I mean, I'm not gonna stretch it. I mean, I was at the end of the trail. I was really tired and really exhausted, and I had a lot of recovery to do, and so I couldn't really tackle them. But it was cold, and in November, I hiked south through Pennsylvania in November, and every night it was in the 30s. I mean, every night it was 34, 38 degrees. And I remember telling myself, like, I'm done being cold. I'm done being cold. So when I came home and, we were right in the middle of winter and we had all the snow that came in, and I'd go for a walk and I'd turn around. A lot of days I'd turn around, go back to the house, sit by the wood stove and drink coffee because was like, yeah, I had enough of that in November. So anyways, enough on that. I'm rambling, just telling you stories. Hopefully you don't mind. Let's finish this off. I'm gonna grab a drink of water and we get up to the top of Mount Cardigan and give you a picture up there. All right, Steppin. Look, white blazes. White blazes feel good. This is not the AT. Just this section of the trail is white blazed up here on Cardigan. But after hiking the trail, you see white blazes, man. You're like, whoop whoop. I am, anyways. I'm a goofball, though. I'm a total nut job. I love it. That's who I am. Just saw a person up on the top of Cardigan riding the mountain bikes. Those guys are cray-cray. Little fire warden cabins. Fire warden used to live up here. These somehow have not been burnt down. Cabin there. And here's the other cabin. Now, when you get to these cabins, this is where the real fun begins. Because from here, it is straight up granite slabs. And it'll put a burn on your Achilles like you ain't never had before. This is the hardest part about Cardigan, is the fact that there's no steps and it is straight up. Again, looks flat on the GoPro. Sick of hearing it, but I'm telling you, it's really frustrating. It goes straight up. This is the Clark Trail. And the Clark Trail, this is where you come up from, like Alexandria. That's where you come up through. And then you go straight up over here. I always stop and do 20 to 30 second static stretches on my Achilles tendons to get them stretched out, because you spend the next 15-20 minutes going straight up to the summit on this crazy incline. So, and I actually use the granite here to stretch my Achilles. I basically do a plank and stretch. The old Garmin hanging there, but yeah. And then I'll find a good stretch on the Achilles, and then I'll just hold it. Whoo! Wow, that is gorgeous. That is stunning. Whew.
One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance before the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old.
Cardigan Mountain Summit, July 22nd, 2025. Happy birthday, Dad. One of the reasons why I'm up here is because of you. I mean that. You don't get many days like this. That is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful night. Tower right here behind me. Just breathtaking. I'm so excited to be alive and be here. Just gorgeous. I cannot wait for the long trail. I cannot wait. Whew. A GoPro does not do well with low light conditions, but leaving the summit, my two lovebirds went down over the hill. I get to come up on the main little rock outcropping that everyone loves to stand on. Whew. I got my hands out, you can't see it, but wow. Got my headlamp, and we'll be going down off the hill. Down in there, if you can see the little sparkly lights, that's the town of Canaan. Canaan, New Hampshire. Here we go. My pack's a lot lighter. Drank all that water. Hydrate up, baby. Hydrate up.
One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. Let's get happy before we get old. No more whiskey, I'll have a Coke. Catching bass on an old fishing boat.
All right, so I made it off the mountain. Was a great hike. Awesome day 2 training. I'm very out of shape, but I feel really strong, and that's the most important thing. Yeah, everything feels good. My knees feel good. Everything feels good. So that's a good thing. It's only a 3-mile hike, but small mountain. But hey, it was a good test. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. All right, see ya. Look at the steam come off me. Day 7, hilltop behind me. I don't know if you can see it. Absolutely breathtaking up here today. Right in the middle of this heat wave. It's July 27th and best time to exercise in the evening. So I came out before it got dark. I'm at like 6 miles, 7 miles on the bike. I'm splitting up cardio, weight training, and hiking. Anyways, still stepping, still biking, and still in training. See ya. Woo! Yeah, that's a little something something right there. Woo! Thermonuclear generator is online. That is gorgeous. The long trail is right over there. It's the mountain ridge further back, and it's the long trail. I don't know if you can make it out on the GoPro, but over there, way in behind, way up back, is the long trail. One of those is Killington. Woo! Wow, that was something. Day 12, long trail training, Haystack. I think it's in Pawlet, Vermont. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous night. I just busted that out. I wanted to use it as a test. I mean, this mountain can tell me how out of shape I am. I'm out of shape, but I did amazing, and I'm very excited for that. I really crushed it in the grand scheme of things for what my mentally was thinking how bad my shape was. Very hot. I remember why I stopped wearing glasses. Like, these things are all just beat up with sweat. On the Appalachian Trail, I stopped wearing glasses altogether because of that sweat and so on and so forth. If you're a sweater like me, these Mission bandanas are everything. Jen sent me one of those on trail, and I never took it off. Hold on. Jen sent me one of those bandanas, and I just wore it the rest of the way on trail. These things hold so much. I just started. I just sweated it out like probably 1/10, 2/10 of a mile from the summit, and I wasn't stopping. But this is how much sweat these things will hold. You ready? Oh, wow. Whew. My face is really red. It's Look at that. That's something. Most it's because of the lighting behind me, making my camera, the camera and the lens look weird like that. I am hot. I just barely got to the top. But these things are amazing. And you bring these out in a stream, a cool stream, wring them out, be nice and cool on your head in the summer. These are by Mission head bandanas. If you're a sweater, it's a must-have for through hiking, personally. I'm gonna hydrate up and that's it. I gotta start getting these training days all together. I'm gonna smush them together, hopefully, and make something fun out of them. But Haystack, if I live near here, I would use Haystack as a training. It's not a huge mountain. It was 1.7 miles, almost 2 miles to the summit here, and but it's strenuous. It's strenuous, and it's not. It's just a great mountain. It'd be a great training mountain. And they changed it. It used to be, you get anyone who's climbed Haystack, used to get that old foundation down there. You used to go right by that old foundation and straight up over. I mean, it was a hell of a scramble. Now they wind you off to the right and out around a bunch of switchbacks and bring you back around up on top. I think they've added a good 2 to 3/10 of a mile, which is fine because the other way was really sketchy. The way I originally started hiking it 6-7 years ago, I mean, it was a scramble. So this is much better, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful night. It's really not that hot out. It's actually a cool day. It's really dry. Humidity's low, but I sweat. I just sweat like crazy. It's just who I am. Anyways, see ya. Still stepping. Get stepping. Stay strong. Let's do this. Woo! See ya. Hilltop. I just biked Hilltop. There's a really steep section on the pavement. I did walk that. I walked that. It's probably like 3/10 of a mile straight up. It's the steepest part of the climb. But once I get up over that, I biked all the way to Hilltop. I could not have done that 17 days ago. I know I could not have. And yesterday was a huge weight training day for my legs. My legs were on fire before I even got on the bike. And to be able to do that feels good. Feels really good. Feels really good. Just being out here is just so amazing. I love being out in nature. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And all steaming up. And once I get going, like, I can't stop. Like, that's the thru hiker spirit. Like, we've had a lot of the air quality is awful. We got a lot of smoke coming down from Canada. It's awful that Canada's burning, but it is what it is. Like, I can't change that, but the smoke is just pouring into New Hampshire, and the air quality's been bad. And I didn't take my inhalers before I left the house. I usually do that. So the fact that I just biked that hill makes me feel good. Makes me feel real good. Anywho, enough of me. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna enjoy this evening up here for a few minutes. I love being up here, just listening to nature, and then I'll get back to the house. See ya. Day 24, long trail training. Packs on. Small 2-mile walk. 1 mile down a hill, 1 mile up a hill. Back to the house. Haven't figured out I live anywhere from my house is either straight up or straight down. There's no flat stuff. Yes, I'm huffing and puffing because this is a hill. But I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely great. I feel good. I'm getting very excited for the long trail. I'm awful. Jen always tells me, once a thru hiker, always a thru hiker. And she says, you'll see. Once a thru hiker, always a thru hiker. And just walking today is like, I think I'm starting to feel what she means. Like, I wanted to just go back to the house, but once I get stepping, I don't want to stop. Like, I really mean it. I'm not just making it up. Like, I love stepping. When I got done with the Appalachian Trail, like, everyone's like, oh, you gotta start jogging, you gotta start jogging. And I tried that a little bit. It was painful. And I didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. I like stepping. I love it. I love stepping. I actually love stepping more than riding my bike. And I do love riding my mountain bike. I love riding my mountain bike. I very much enjoyable. I've always loved it, but I enjoy stepping so much more. And some of it is like you can just relax and listen to nature. You can hear nature, listen to the crickets, the birds, the bugs, all of it. You can take it all in. And you can't do that on a mountain bike. Everything's going by so fast, and you're hustling, pedaling, and making all this noise, and you get all this wind in your ears, and you just can't do that. So, I don't know. I love stepping. I love it. So, whew, I don't know. Once a thru hiker, always a thru hiker. And I pray that that comes true on the long trail. I do. Hey, I trimmed my beard. It's not so puffy on the sides. What do you think? I'm loving the beard. I'm getting a lot of razz for having it, but I love it. And my neighbor up here, he was like, what are you doing? Sorry, this hand isn't as stable as the other hand. My neighbor up here, he was like, man, what are you doing? It's so hot. I said, I know, it's unseasonably hot. But this is the time I have the steps, so we're stepping. Say it. Hey everyone. Day 40, long trail training. It is Labor Day weekend. Jen and I just got done stripping the pack apart and going through it completely. This is what I'll be taking starting on the long trail. And surprisingly, I got the weight down to 28 pounds with a liter of water and 3 days of food. So, pretty excited about that. I'm out here tonight testing it, and it all feels good. One of these mysteries hills come out of nowhere. I am gonna be running the Outdoor Vitals shirt Jen just got me, and Outdoor Vitals running pants. I have also switched back to the topos. I was getting some weird feeling in one of my feet in the brand new Hokas, and I went to the topos and that feeling went away. And I hiked probably, it was a long ways. I probably hiked 1,000 miles in the topos. So and then I switched to the Hokas in Maine and hiked south. But anywho, that's what we're doing. We are in 0 hour. I will be headed out on the trail shortly and stepping. Yeah, buddy. See ya.